Hey everybody!
Welcome to our toddler story time.
We're back.
We are back. We're back at it. It's fall and
I love fall.
any ideas what our theme might be?
Oh, there's a few clues around here.
Just a few. But first we want to say hello to our friends. And for those of you who are just watching and haven't signed up for our program, you can sign up and you are going to get yourself a little bag that has, what do we have in here? Maybe we don't have anything in here.
Maybe while Miss Donna's looking, if you figured out the clues of what we're talking about today, you can message us on Facebook and tell us what you think it is.
We have a little package that has some activity pages, some coloring pages. What else do we have here? Oh, some dot to dots and mazes. Lots of fun stuff for you guys to do. And then there's also like a little badge that lets you know what our theme is. And if you want, you can just glue that onto your page.
That's a good idea.
So that's this week's. So we are going to say hello to our friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. And we want to say hello to Harrison and to Liam and Benjamin.
Yeah, and Sam.
And to Nyla and to Cedric.
Oh, we have great friends.
We do.
It's good to be back.
It is.
It makes me happy.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you want to read a book, shout hooray.
Hooray!
If you want to read a book, then shout hooray.
Hooray!
If you want to read a book, then we're gonna take a look. If you want to read a book, then shout hooray.
Hooray!
Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's always surprises.
There are.
So, beside you, we have a piece of paper. And on that paper, we have
A is for apple.
unless. You know what I think this one is? I think this one is a backwards alphabet.
Oh, wow, that's really testing.
I think it really is. Because we have a
We'll
lot.
have this on free, so you can download this without even coming into the library.
If you can't come to the library, there's always options. But if you can't come to the library, one of my favorites I'm going to show you is apples and robins. All you need for apples are circles and the color red. And what I love about this is it's got this big cutout. And as you read the story, there's different pages. I'll just kind of pop through. We go from one page to another to discover, I think that was one, but how the story keeps changing with our circles and colors. Beautiful pictures, wonderful story. So that might be one you would like to read. Little birdhouse, little bird. What do you got for us?
I
Tanya?
have the apple pie tree by Zoe Paul, and it's a story of a tree that produces apples that you get to turn into something really yummy.
You know what's cool about that book? I think at the very back, it actually has a recipe for.
But if I say, then I'll give away the surprise. It does talk about how bees help our apples grow.
Does it have a recipe in the back?
It does. It has a recipe for something so yummy that you can make with apples from your apple tree.
I wonder what that could be.
Well, we have a clue coming up.
That's too wonderful.
Yeah. And here's our clue
And
right here.
Harrison says good morning.
Good morning, Harrison. Glad to have you with us. Miss you.
So what
And
could
hi,
we
Jen.
make with apples?
Oh, well. I can't, how many do we got there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 apples. Well, do you know, the first apple in the basket was bright and shiny red.
The second apple said, "My, what a cozy bed."
The third apple in the basket said, "Make room for me, you pair."
The fourth apple said, "Please move over there."
The fifth apple in the basket said, "Oh dear, oh me, oh my. This basket looks like pastry. I think we're in a pie."
Uh-oh.
Well, they may be right.
They'll be going to a big place.
Yes, a tasty place. Now, normally we're going to stand for this, but we're going to just sit down for this
Okay.
today. And again, we've got the big number 5. Everybody want to count together for us? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have way up high in a tree, 5 red apples smiled at me, so I shook that tree as hard as I could, and down came the apples, and yummy they were good.
Oh, all guess apple.
Now we have
We have 4.
4 left in the tree.
Oh, okay.
Way up high in a tree, 4 red apples smiled at me, so I shook that tree as hard as I could, and down came the apples, yummy they were good. Guess how many were left on the tree?
3.
Oh, she's right. Way up high in a tree, 3 red apples smiled at me, so I shook that tree as hard as I could, and down came the apples, yummy they were good.
Oh, how many do you think we have now?
Can you guess? Way up high in a tree, 2 red apples smiled at me, so I shook that tree as hard as I could, and down came the apples, yummy they were good.
Oh, we're getting low on apples. Whoop.
Way up high in a tree, 1 red apple smiled at me, so I shook that tree as hard as I could, and down came the apples, yummy it was good. Nothing left for apple pie though. We just ate
We got a pie.
We may be out of apples, but I have 2 new friends that signed in.
Oh, hello.
So Thomas and Esther, say hello.
Hi, Thomas and
Hi,
Esther.
I'm so glad that you're with us
Oh.
today.
We love meeting new friends.
I hope you'll sign up for our program and get your little
Goodie bag.
goodie bag, our package that will have stuff for the next 7 weeks.
We have a lot of great programs going on this fall.
We
We're really having some fun around this place.
We are. So now we're going to kind of slide over. What's that beside you, Miss Danielle?
Oh, it's a beautiful. We do have more apples. It is a beautiful apple tree.
And look, it's that
Uh-oh.
unusual number. How many?
Whoop. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, we might have to split
What is
one if
that?
we're sharing.
What is that green thing?
Uh-oh. We
Is that-
need to get these apples before we get.
Is that Mr. Worm?
It's a worm, Mr. Worm, and look how he's smiling. He's gonna eat our apples.
You think so?
I think he's gonna try.
5 little apples hanging in the tree, teasing Mr. Worm. You can't get me. Along comes Mr. Worm, as quiet as can be, and crunch. And now, what do we see?
Aw.
How many?
You got that one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, how many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, be good.
4 little apples hanging in the tree, teasing Mr. Worm, you can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Worm, as quiet as can be, and crunch. And now what do we see?
Oh no! Oh, we only have a few left. How many do we have left? We're gonna have to do some sharing. 1, 2, 3. Well, I think Mr. Worm has had his fair share.
I don't know, because there were 3 little apples hanging in the tree, teasing Mr. Worm, you can't eat me. Along comes Mr. Worm, as quiet as can be, and crunch. And now what do we see?
Oh, we still have one for each of us. We're still good.
Oh,
We're still good.
that means we have 2.
Ooh.
2 little apples hanging in the tree, teasing Mr. Worm, you can't eat me. Along comes Mr. Worm, as quiet as can be, and crunch. And now what do we see? I still see an apple.
When we could share it, we're good. We're good. We'll still get an apple.
All right.
I like sharing.
I do too. 1 little apple hanging in the tree, teasing Mr. Worm, you can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Worm, as quiet as can be, and crunch. And now what do we see? No more apples hanging on the tree.
Aw, Mr. Worm looks like he's had a good lunch.
Yeah, well,
Maybe next time he'll share with us.
and I guess no apple pie for him either.
No. I'm really getting sad about this no apple pie thing.
Well, it's still hanging in here for
So
us.
is this guy.
Well, we do have a little song that we're going to sing. We'll do it twice, but
All right.
No,
So
we'll
we'll
do
do
it
it
once.
once, and then everybody can listen, and then you can do it with us the second time.
yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Juicy apples, apples round on the trees and on the ground. Apples yellow, apples red, apple juice or pie or bread. Apples crunchy, apples sweet, apples are so good to eat.
So my words were different, so just let you
No,
go.
you can join us. You
I
can join
will.
us all together. So did that tune remind you of anything?
Reminded me of a star.
A little bit of twinkle
A
twinkle.
little bit of twinkle twinkle.
So you guys all know the tune. So let's try that all together. Apples juicy, apples round, on the trees and on the ground. Apples yellow, apples red, apple juice or pie or bread. Apples crunchy, apples sweet, apples are so good to eat. You were gonna do another time.
Yes, I was. I have another
You do?
another couple lines. That's okay.
You wanted to do it again. Well,
We can.
we can do it one more time just to get it
All right.
Just to get it
Perfect.
get it perfect.
Here we go. Everybody ready?
Apples juicy, apples round, on the trees and on the ground. Apples yellow, apples red, apple juice or pie or bread. Apples crunchy, apples sweet, apples are so good to eat. Was that better?
It's always
Yeah.
Benjamin and Kyla.
And to Cedric and to Thomas and Esther. Thank you all
Thank you for joining us.